Okay, we're back again for part two. This time we have a pupil who's willing to learn this time, and he's over here going to be a good boy, because if he's a good boy he gets some sausage. I'll tell you what, now you're going to go out and do that again. Sit down, back in your chair, now, right? Good boy. Now there you go. Okay, right now, so ready to learn, Louis? Let's go. So cost price is pretty much buying things. When you buy something in a shop, they of course have to buy it as well, and they have to make money off it. So for example, if they were buying this almond milk, and they were the shop buys it for €5, but of course they have to make money to pay the workers and make profit and all that, so they sell it for €8, and of course they make a profit of €3. What we have to work out is what percentage profit they made on the item, and this is the formula we use here. Okay, but the profit over the cost price and multiplied by 100/1. And of course, if the fraction is simple and we know it, we can almost do it in our head. So the profit was €3, the cost price was 5, and okay, turn that to a percentage. We know it in our head anyway, by 100/1, and that is a 60% profit that they made on that. All right, so the next one down here, let's say we had coffee. All right, so let's say it costs them, actually I'll get something better than that. No, doesn't matter. So that was €4. That means the cost of producing the coffee is €4, and let's pretend that they sell it to you for €7 to make a profit. And of course, once again, the profit that they make is €3. We have to work out what percentage that profit is, and of course that's 3/4 by 100/1. And of course we all know that this is going to be a profit of 75%. Okay, so in all the questions you do, it's profit over cost price multiplied by 100/1. Now in the real world, some things have a very, very high profit percentage. Things like coffee, popcorn in the cinema, at the moment hand wash, actually, like these things could have 200%, 300%, maybe even 1,000% profit. Popcorn could cost you €5 in the cinema. It might cost 50 cents to make, so they're making almost 1,000% profit. Hand wash, with people putting up prices, they're making a huge increase in their profit. Also things like cigarettes probably cost less than €1 to make a packet, and they're being sold for almost €13. So a huge percentage profit there. And of course these things as well, women's handbags and shoes, actually men's as well, actually, all those stuff can cost thousands of euros and might only cost a couple of euros to make, so they make a huge profit percentage. And the opposite end, some things have a low percentage profit. If you were buying petrol, the petrol station might only make 1% profit off each litre. The same with cars, because cars are expensive. The guy selling the cars might only make a profit of 2 or 3% on each car, and also things like oil as well. So just keep that in mind. So you can have a very low percentage or a high percentage. Right, we'll do one more practice. So let's say I bought a pair of, let me see, I'll use my fancy slippers for €18. Pennies, paid €18 for those slippers, and of course in the shop in Pennies I bought them for €54, the dearest pair of shoes ever bought in Pennies. And of course they made a profit of €36. So the formula is profit over cost price. Profit is 36, cost price is 18, and multiplied by 100 over 1. I'm going to actually simplify this down first just to make it easier for myself. I know that 9 goes into both of those numbers. 9 goes in 4 times and 2 times. And actually I can go again. Oh, sorry. I can go again, and that can become 2, and that can become 1. So 2 by 100. So they are making a 200% profit on those fancy slippers. Okay. I'll do a couple more examples, then you can go do some of the work on page 151 in your workbook. And of course Louis is gone. He got a better offer somewhere. Okay, so let's pay the cost. Sometimes it gets tricky when there's decimal points in play, but look, don't worry about it. So we're going to use CP for cost price to save time, SP for selling price, and P for profit. So let's say the cost price of, we'll go with, say, Pringles. Let's say Centra buys a box of Pringles for €1.50. They sell the Pringles to you for €1.80, and they make a profit of 30 cents. So profit over cost price, 30 over 150. Now if you're using decimal points, that's 150, and then that's 0.30. Okay, so by 100 over 1. This is where it gets, this is the only real tricky part in this. So that by that is 30, and that by that is 1.5. So we have to divide 30 by 1.5. Now you can use your calculator here if you want, but the real way to do it is, if we have a decimal point here, we have to make it 10 times bigger because it gets tricky. So if I make this 10 times bigger to become 15, and this becomes 300, okay, let's see. Yep. Actually, if I simplified here, I could have made it a lot easier for myself. Anyway, that into that is 0, that goes twice, and that goes 0, making 20%. Now, of course, if I was smart, I could have simplified down here and just gone, oh yeah, 30 into that goes once, 30 to that goes 5 times, and of course we all know that 1/5 is 20%. So if you get stuck on the decimal question, you can just click back to this part of the video. I'll do one more, then I'll give you some practice ones. So cost price, selling price, profit. Cost price is €2.40, selling price is €3, and the profit is 60 cents. Okay. Now you can almost see it in your head, and it actually you'll be able to do it in your head, I'd say, as well. So we got 0.60 over 240. Okay, let's try simplify it down. I can divide 3 into both of these numbers. And we can almost see straight away here, 0.20 over 0.80, that's going to be a quarter if you work it out. So that becomes 1 over 4, which will give me, of course, 25%. So on your own, have a go at these 3 questions, and then just pause the video and just check your answers. All right. So top one, if you imagine, let me see, what's 18 euro? Like maybe a football might cost 18 euro to buy in a shop, and they might charge you 27. 8 cent, it might cost 8 cent for Centre to buy a banana, and they might charge you 60. So they're going to make a really big profit on that. And for the bottom one down here, that's going to be the cost what a garage might pay for a car, and they might sell it to you for that price. So 3 to do. When you haven't done, just pause the video, and I will then do them on the sheet. Okay, pause it now. Okay, so the profit is €9. Profit over cost price. Okay, that's going to be 1/2. That's going to be a 50% profit. This one here is a bit trickier. The profit is 52 cents. Okay, it's going to be a tricky one. So 8 over 52 by 100 over 1. We can divide 4 into these, I think. That goes 2. That goes in 13 times 200. Okay, that's going to get messy, but 1. That was 5 times 5 left over. That goes in. If you got 15.4 something, that's perfect, and to be honest, that's as hard as any question in the book is going to get. This one should be slightly easier. We made a profit of 2,500. Profit over cost price. We see that that's actually 1/10. That, and that cancels out. So we got 25 over 250, which simplifies down to 1/10 eventually, which gives us a 10% profit. So in your Planet Maths, have a go at page 151A on the top right. Okay, thank you, bye.